Richard Solomon continuing with Dan Cox running for Glen Cove City Council. Question for you, Dan. The downtown. Glen Cove has a great downtown, and there's not a lot of downtowns in Long Island, really.
Well,
what's the future for the downtown, and how could it be improved?
Not to disagree with you, Rich, but I think there's some great downtowns on Long Island, and and Glen Cove is one of them. But it's also a downtown like some of the others. Because remember, Glen Cove is an old city. It's been around a long time. The area was founded in 1668, so we have a lot of history. But the downtown in Glen Cove has empty stores, like some of our neighbors and some of the other great communities on Long Island. But we do good things downtown. We do amazing things downtown. One of the great things that I know you've attended is the Downtown Sounds concerts in the summertime.
Love them.
And it fills the downtown full of people, and it fills our restaurants and our attractions downtown, the movie theater, the Starbucks, the restaurants, filled with people on a Friday night. But they're not there on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. And one of the reasons is because the downtown is a destination for people in Glen Cove, and there aren't that many people living downtown. And living downtown is what makes good downtowns are good communities. Now,
that's an interesting observation. Yeah.
I mentioned to you in another segment that we did together about a project called the Piazza. And the Piazza is a building that's going to go downtown that is the perfect complement for a downtown person who wants to live in a downtown area. It'll have beautiful apartments, and it'll have shops down on the lower level, and the way this project is set up is it should be within walking distance of everything you would ever need living in there. Almost an urban environment in a suburban setting. And I think that's one of the great pluses of Glen Cove. Glen Cove is a small city. It's designated a small city by New York State. It's one of the two on Long Island. The other is Long Beach. And one of the beautiful parts of Glen Cove is I live in a single-bedroom community in Glen Cove. It's a beautiful neighborhood. They're all single-family homes. Very suburban, very stereotypical suburban. But I only have to drive less than a mile to get into a more urban environment, which is our downtown, which is what I think many of the millennials who are becoming the largest generation in the country, and even myself, and I'm not a millennial, I love that. I love to be able to go downtown and go to bars, restaurants, the movie theater, all the attractions downtown. We have a new Panera Bread downtown. We've got a Starbucks downtown. We have some national chains that are moving into Glen Cove, and be able to just enjoy that atmosphere without having to drive to an urban center. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, look, I go see Epi's shows over at the Page One restaurant.
Exactly. You're getting that nice taste of an urban environment in a suburban setting. I think that's one of the beautiful things about Glen Cove is that we can have it all if we really want it. But we have to all come together as a community and say, this is what we want to do. We want the bike lanes for the millennials to ride their bicycles and for us to ride our bicycles. We want walking lanes where we can, areas that we can gather and be able to sit and enjoy the day. We want restaurants and national chains downtown, and we want people to live downtown. We have apartment buildings downtown that are on the peripheral, but the Piazza is going to be right in the center of town. And when this building goes up and it's filled with young people, because some of it will have great affordability to it. That's one of the reasons why I'm running. One of the reasons why I'm enjoying this project is because it has a significant number of affordable apartments in it, and it'll make the downtown a really nice space to be in and to be near. And once it's done, that Piazza area will be just an even better place to go to Downtown Sounds during the summer and see the concerts. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to, the revival of downtown. I think it really hinges on this project. I think it'll be great for the city of Glen Cove.
I have a feeling that once this is successful, other towns are going to emulate this model. Other towns along Long Island.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd like to be the leader. See, the thing about Glen Cove is its proximity to everything else. Now, we have a lot of naysayers that said, well, you're at the end of Route 107, you're at the end of the line, nobody wants to go there, you can't be a destination, you can't be a place where people want to go. I disagree with that. I think from Roslyn to Oyster Bay, north of Northern Boulevard, Glen Cove could become, and should be, and I think has a certain element to it now, the center of commerce for the North Shore. Yes, there are bedroom communities around us who don't want the chain restaurants. They don't want the stores and the shops like we do. So they come into Glen Cove. Instead of traveling south of Northern Boulevard, come to Glen Cove and spend your money. We first have to bring in what you want. We want to be the commerce and cultural center of Nassau's Gold Coast on the North Shore, and I think we can be that.
Hey, look, I come in from Queens. Just for those
great
events.
Restaurants.
Yeah.
Great restaurants in Glen Cove. I mean, you really can't have a bad meal in the city of Glen Cove.
In fact, I have a few favorites, especially I'll go see an Epi show. I'll do things at the campus, and I deal with North Shore Honda. So I'm actually in Glen Cove a lot, and I actually find it as a person who's not living there a great place to do things.
Well, I'll tell you something. When I was going to CW Post, which I now work at, many years ago, when I was a kid, I found Glen Cove just by mistake, by traveling up here because we went to a concert at the North Stage Theater, which used to be in Glen Cove here. I fell in love with the place, and I knew, I don't know how I knew, that years later when I got married and I would have a family, I'd want to move here and be here, and this is where I spent most of my adult life. And once you find this place, it's like a hidden gem. Once you find it and you understand it, you don't want to, you get the bug and you want to stay and you want to make something out of yourself and of your family here in Glen Cove. It's a great community, just a great community.
I hope that your leadership brings great things to your community.
Well, I appreciate that.
All righty. Glen Cove Democrats on Facebook?
Yes, Glen Cove Democrats on Facebook.
I'll see you at the victory party.
All right, thanks, Rich.
All right.